I'm in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a bitch. Jumping in the bed with two dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Oakland Raiders. There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air. And off we go from Tampa. That'll be taken in the end zone. First down throw for Fitzpatrick. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's brought down after a good game. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Fitzpatrick on first down. He's going to let this go deep for a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 24. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Cooper on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
7:34. Right now.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Now he's forced out right. Going deep here for Bryant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. Third down here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr now to throw. And he finds Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Carr. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Carr gonna throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for... It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? To throw is Fitzpatrick. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And that is going to be incomplete. Dirk Cutter's guys go for it, but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. back. Well, we got a second here to look back to Week 1. A handful of nice road wins. The biggest surprise, no doubt, CD. How about Tampa Bay winning at New Orleans?
Yeah, that was a big one because I'm not sure how many people really expected that. We looked at the schedule in preseason and thought, oh, my God, for Tampa. At New Orleans, at home for Philadelphia, home for Pittsburgh. I figured an 0-3 start. If they won one of them, it would be great. Well, they got it on Sunday, winning at New Orleans. Washington at Arizona, Cincinnati at Indianapolis, Kansas City at the Chargers. All of them had big wins in Week 1. But didn't you think Chicago was going to pull it out?
Oh, that was going to be a stunner. And if Chicago and the Saints had won, some elimination pools wouldn't have had many people left.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers showed up, and poor Chicago went home with an L.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, quite a few teams this past week in the NFL were playing with new quarterbacks, guys that have been in the league, but in a new uniform. And they had quite a bit of success. You noted some of them. Who'd you have down?
It's really incredible success when you think about it. Kirk Cousins in Minnesota, 1. Case Keenum in Denver, 1. Alex Smith with Washington, 1 at Arizona. Pat Mahomes, he started one game last year, but it was really a throwaway. His true debut on the road against the Chargers, wins. And Tyrod, whichever way he wants it pronounced, got a tie with Cleveland. How about special category? Ryan Tannehill, back with the Dolphins. He wins in their home game against Tennessee. And fear the beard, Ryan Fitzpatrick with a monster performance on the road, beating New Orleans with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And if you guys were worried, Brady and Rodgers still pretty good.
Yes.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First and 10, Fitzpatrick. Airing this one out for Evans. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead grows to 10-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
93.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Carr now on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Go Chiefs.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vinny Curry able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Out left side here to Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. first down. The run with Lynch. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Beast mode unleashed, a big one there. 57 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Martin. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Doug Martin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Nugent hits the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they'll run it here. Down to the 25. Eddie Vanderdoes there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is right through. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Carr gives to Marshawn. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 51 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he puts it through. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And the Raiders have got him. Eddie Vanderdoes coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, Martin. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
So out come the Bucs now. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Force! Under! Ready!
And they'll go on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Under!
Now a handoff looking right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
I sound